It's the 1967 Girls State Basketball Tournament. From the Middle Tennessee State University Gym in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, this is Gary Sanders along with Ron Maryville and Reed Skinner, set to bring you the 1967 TSSAA Girls Championship between Maryville Porter and Waverly Central High School. Porter, the team that had to play 5 games in 5 days for this tournament berth, beat Lake County 63-37 in the opening game of the tournament, came back to oust the defending champion Maury 58-45, beat Lewisburg 53-35, and in the semifinals, Porter topped Somerville 61-45 to move into tonight's championship game against Waverly Central. The Porter Pantherettes of Maryville, Tennessee, will start Sandy Simmerly and Pat Gregory as the 2 top scorers at forward, along with Margie Arwood. The starting guards are Monica Williamson, Gail Webb, and Margaretta Hatcher for Porter High School. Waverly Central High School, the Tigerettes, champions of Region 5, set to play Maryville Porter in tonight's championship game. They beat Hickson 68-37, topped Obion County 65-63, and beat Wallen 55-47 to earn a berth in the championship game. They're paced by Sally Smith, number 25, young lady averaging over 40 points a game this season, along with Mavis Pleasant and Martha Jackson at the forwards. Their guards starting are Elaine Bruce, Louise Phillips, and Maddie Spicer. The Waverly High School Tigerettes, coached by Gene Trotter. Porter High of Maryville with their head coach Ronald Campbell and assistant coach Campbell and head coach Galen Johnson Jr. We're set for the 1967 Girls State Championship. The 1967 Girls State Championship, Waverly in the white with blue trim, Porter in the deep blue with the gold, and Waverly controls the tip. All right, here's Waverly in the forecourt. Under for Sally Smith, knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, and Waverly will control. It's Sally Smith, Mavis Pleasant, and Martha Jackson, the 3 forwards for the Waverly Tigerettes. Here's a jump shot from the left side, good by Martha Jackson, and Waverly leads 2-0. Waverly 2, Porter 0, and Porter on the attack. This is Margie Arwood with the ball, and the pass is intercepted in the backcourt by Maddie Spicer for Waverly, and Waverly's on the attack. Here's Smith, double teamed in the lane, ball knocked away, and a foul is called on Sally Smith. And a technical foul is called on Sally Smith of Waverly. The foul and the technical called on Waverly on Sally Smith. Here is Sandy Simmerly with 1 shot on the foul shot, and now we'll see who gets to shoot the technical. Simmerly has been designated to shoot the technical foul. She missed it, and so the score is 2-1 as Porter will get the ball at side court. Ball in play. Margie Arwood controls the 2-1 game. Waverly on top. Here's a hook by Pat Gregory, no good, but Margie Arwood runs down the rebound for Porter. Maryville Porter, Sandy Simmerly out to Arwood. Arwood missing. Rebound controlled by Porter's Pat Gregory. Here's Sandy Simmerly. And the ball goes this time to Waverly, controlled in the backcourt by Louise Phillips. Arwood intercepts and has the easy layup. It bounced out on her. Margie Arwood missing the jump shot from outside after intercepting the pass, and Waverly gets it to Sally Smith in the forecourt. All right, controlling the ball is Mavis Pleasant. Now Martha Jackson, and back to Pleasant. Sally Smith looking for a screen, jump shot, good. Sally Smith has 2. Waverly leads 4-1, and here's Porter on the attack. The guards are Elaine Bruce, Louise Phillips, and Maddie Spicer. The forwards, Margie Arwood, Sandy Simmerly, and Pat Gregory for Porter. This is Simmerly in the lane for 2. That's 3 points for Sandy Simmerly, a 4-3 game. Waverly leads it. Mavis Pleasant with the basketball. Now Martha Jackson. Whistle, a ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Waverly's ball. Pleasant out to throw it in to Sally Smith. Good for 2. Sally Smith has 4, and Waverly leads 6-3. Sandy Simmerly for Porter to Margie Arwood. Porter had to play a game actually to get into the tournament. Here's Arwood shooting and scoring. First 2 for Margie Arwood. It's a 6-5 game, and Waverly comes on the move. Waverly has won 3 games in the state tournament, beating Hickson, Obion County, and Wallen to get into this championship game. Sally Smith, no good, and the rebound belongs to Porter, taken off by Elaine Bruce. And stepping out of bounds with the ball is Glenda Owenby. Gail Webb got that rebound, and Owenby stepped out of bounds. Here's Jackson shooting and missing, and the rebound is controlled by Monica Williamson. Now in the backcourt, Owenby with the ball. Goes to Webb, up to Williamson, and in the forecourt as Porter attacks now, trailing 6-5. Sandy Simmerly with the ball. Knocked away out of bounds. It will be Porter's ball. Maddie Spicer hit the ball out of bounds, and Porter controls it. Here's Arwood from the foul line. Margie Arwood has 4 points, and Waverly has, or I should say Porter has its first lead, 7-6 with 3:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Sally Smith for the layup, and Waverly's back on top. Sally Smith with 6, 8-7, Waverly leads. Porter now down with the basketball. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter. This is Pat Gregory out to Arwood. Sandy Simmerly, no good, but the rebound to Gregory. Simmerly trying a drive. A foul is called on Waverly's Maddie Spicer. First foul on Spicer, second team foul on Waverly. First of 2 is no good for Sandy Simmerly. The second throw is good, as Sandy Simmerly now is 2 for 4 at the foul line with 4 points, and it's a tie game at 8-8. Now Waverly having trouble getting the ball in the forecourt. Long pass to the midcourt line is taken, controlled there by Martha Jackson, and Waverly has the ball. Now Sally Smith has it. Passing under to Mavis Pleasant. No good off the rim. Ball out of bounds off Porter. The ball was knocked out and underneath by Monica Williamson of the Porter Pantherettes. And so Waverly passes it in. Sally Smith to Mavis Pleasant, who comes outside. This is Jackson, under for Smith. Near the lane, a jump shot is no good. A whistle and a foul is called on Gail Webb. The foul is on Webb, her first, the first team foul on Porter. And Porter wants a timeout. Smith at the line with 2 throws, no good on her first. Waverly the home team on the scoreboard in an 8-8 tie. Sally Smith hits the second one, now 1 for 2, and a total of 7 points for the night as Porter brings the ball up. Sandy Simmerly to Arwood, and back to Simmerly. Here's Margie Arwood from the foul line. Good, and Margie Arwood has 6 points. It's now 10-9, Porter in front, and Waverly has the ball in the forecourt. Mavis Pleasant controls. Jackson to Pleasant again. And here's Jackson. Outside around to Sally Smith now with a 40-point average per game. Actually 41 a game. Looking for a shot. Now she's up and good. And she has 9. Waverly has 11. Leads 11-10. Martha Jackson has the other 2 for Waverly on the scoreboard. Margie Arwood has 6. And Sandy Simmerly, who just shoots and hits, now also has 6. And it's 12-11. Simmerly 6, Arwood 6, and Pat Gregory has not yet scored for Porter. Waverly Sally Smith at the foul line. No good. Loose ball in the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Porter, and Waverly will get it out of bounds. Waverly's ball inbound. Sally Smith deep in the corner. Out she goes now to Mavis Pleasant. Time running with 1:40, and here's a foul on Sally Smith away from the ball. Her second and the third team foul, an offensive foul. The offensive foul gave the ball to Porter, but the pass is intercepted as it was thrown up. Elaine Bruce intercepted for Waverly at the half-court line, and so Waverly gets the basketball back. Here's Pleasant from the foul line, no good. And Jackson runs down the rebound. Back out front to Mavis Pleasant. And here's an offensive foul being called on Martha Jackson as she ran into a player in the backcourt. Her first foul, the fourth team foul, and again, Porter will get the ball in the backcourt. On the offensive foul, Porter in the backcourt got the ball, but now Pat Gregory trying to pass as she slipped and fell, threw it out of bounds, and Waverly will get it at side court. On the floor mistake, Waverly gets the basketball, and so now Sally Smith has it and gives to Mavis Pleasant. It's a 12-11 game. Porter leads by 1, and we have 1:05 left in the first quarter. Mavis Pleasant to Jackson now. Long push shot, good. And Martha Jackson now has 4. It's 13-12, Waverly by 1 point. Porter down with Sandy Simmerly to Arwood and back. And here's Simmerly again, now into Pat Gregory for a hook shot. It's good. First 2 for Pat Gregory, and it's 14-13, Porter leads. Waverly's ball. It's Mavis Pleasant comes to the head of the circle. Here's Sally Smith getting a screen to the foul line. Sally Smith hitting from the foul line now has 11 points, and Waverly has a 15-14 lead over Porter. The 1967 Girls State Championship from the MTSU gym in Murfreesboro. Gary Sanders here along with Ron Maryville and Reed Skinner. Sandy Simmerly to Margie Arwood from the foul line. Good. Margie Arwood has 8 points. Once again, Porter has the lead, and there's the horn and the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter, it's Porter 16 and Waverly 15. Here's the second quarter, and the tip is going to be tied up for another jump ball. It's going to be Margie Arwood going up against Elaine Bruce, this time at the Waverly foul line after the jump ball started the quarter. So here's the tip, controlled by Waverly in the back court. Maddie Spicer stops, gives to Elaine Bruce, and up now, controlled by Pleasant. Mavis Pleasant goes down the side to Jackson, and Pleasant again has the ball. 16-15, Porter by 1. Jackson, they're looking under for Sally Smith. She's covered up. Now she comes out to get the ball. Sally Smith, cross court, and back again. Here's a whistle. A holding foul is called. Charge to Porter's number 54, Glenda Owenby. That's the first foul on Owenby, and only the second team foul on Porter. Sally Smith will be shooting 1 shot for Waverly, and it's good. So she now has 12 points, and the game is tied at 16 all. Here's a whistle and a foul on the pass up court. The foul is on Maddie Spicer of Waverly. Waverly is into the bonus situation as far as fouls for Porter. That is, Porter gets to shoot the 1+1, and Pat Gregory just missed a bonus shot there. Had she made the first, she would have gotten the second. Still tie game, 16 all. Waverly, with the rebound from the foul shot, is now up in the forecourt. Mavis Pleasant to Martha Jackson. Here's Sally Smith. Jump shot, Sally Smith, good. And she now has 14 points, 18-16, Waverly by 2. We're in the second quarter with 6 minutes to play. Sandy Simmerly starting right side. Out to Arwood. Simmerly again in the lane. Good. And Sandy Simmerly now has 8 points. She has 8. Margie Arwood 8 and Pat Gregory 2 for the Porter scoring. Waverly has a total of 14 points out of Sally Smith and 4 from Martha Jackson. Here's Mavis Pleasant getting her first 2 of the night. 2 for Mavis Pleasant, and it's 20-18. Again, the 2-point margin for Waverly. Porter with the basketball. Sandy Simmerly to Arwood. And it's good, and Arwood has 10. Margie Arwood with 10 points, the tie game at 20 all, and Waverly has it in the forecourt once again. Sally Smith, good, and a total now of 14 points. Or correction, 16 for Sally Smith. 22-20, Waverly leads. Here's Sandy Simmerly, in and out, and the rebound to Elaine Bruce of Waverly. Bruce, Spicer, and Phillips are the guards for Waverly, and the ball comes up, and Jackson is on the run to Pleasant from the foul shot line, no good, and the rebound to Webb. Gail Webb pulled it off. And here is Porter getting the ball in the forecourt. Still 22-20. Waverly by a basket. We've had no big margin in the game. Sandy Simmerly ties it. Sandy Simmerly now has 10 points. And it's a tie game at 22 all. Here comes Waverly once again with Jackson. Martha Jackson shooting and hitting. And she has 6. Just shot over the guard who was facing her, Monica Williamson. And it's 24-22. Waverly by a basket. Sandy Simmerly to Arwood. And here comes Pat Gregory outside to get the ball. In for Simmerly now. Shot is up and a foul is called on Louise Phillips of Waverly, her first, and the bonus rule will be in effect unless Miss Simmerly gets two. First of two shots for Sandy Simmerly is good. Second throw by Simmerly, it's also good, and it's a tie game at 24 all. A substitution, Gail Hickerson, has come in, replacing Maddie Spicer at guard for Waverly. So it's Bruce, Hickerson, and Phillips now as guards for Waverly. Sally Smith with the ball in the forecourt, gives to Mavis Pleasant. Tied up 24 all. Here's Smith driving and lays it in. That's a total of 17 points now for Sally Smith. 26-24. Waverly has a 2-point margin. Sandy Simmerly outside is good. And Sandy Simmerly has come alive now with 8 points in this quarter and 14 so far for the evening. 26-26. Waverly's ball. Sally Smith coming to the foul circle, giving off now to Mavis Pleasant. Here's Martha Jackson. Under, intended for Smith, intercepted by Gail Webb. Loose ball on the floor. Monica Williams has it. Monica Williamson picked it up for Porter and got it across to Margie Arwood. And Porter now has a chance to go ahead. Here's Arwood shooting in the lane. She missed it. And the rebound to Bruce. Now it's stolen by Sandy Simmerly. Simmerly took the ball away. 26-26, and Porter still with the ball and a chance to take the lead. Porter beat Lake County, Murray, Lewisburg, and Somerville. 4 wins to get into this final game. Arwood in and out, no good. And Porter does not take the lead as Elaine Bruce gets the rebound. And again, Sandy Simmerly takes it away from her and a foul on Elaine Bruce. Sandy Simmerly shooting 1+1. She hits it, she'll get a bonus. Here's the bonus throw. It's up and it's good. And now Porter's in front 28-26. Maddie Spicer has come back in. Elaine Bruce out for Waverly at guard. So Hickerson remains in. And here's Waverly in the forecourt down by 2 points. Jackson looking to Sally Smith. She's covered and now she gets the ball. Smith. Out it goes to Mavis Pleasant. Now Jackson. And Jackson drives to the baseline, gives out to Smith now, who shoots and scores. That's a total of 20 points for Sally Smith, and we still have 1:55 left in the half. Tie game at 28 all. Here is Margie Arwood hitting from outside, and Margie Arwood has 12 points. So here comes Waverly, down by a basket, 30-28. Clock running with 1:40 left in the half. Here's Sally Smith looking for a screen. Going to the baseline and hitting. 22 for Sally Smith in a tie game at 30 all. Here's Porter down and Arwood hitting from the foul line. Margie Arwood red hot has 14 points. 14 for Arwood and 32-30. Porter on top. Now Sally Smith has the ball again for Waverly and they set the screen. She shoots over it. She hits and has 22. Sally Smith with 22 points. It's 32 all. Tie game right along. 1 minute left in the half. Sandy Simmerly up. No good off the rim. Rebound goes to Waverly. And here's Hickerson. Tipped away by Webb, but she stepped across the half-court line. And Waverly will get the ball out of bounds. Waverly's ball. A tie game at 32 all. And here's the pass to Jackson. Jackson looking for someone now, drives to the baseline, can't get away and comes out to Sally Smith. Ball is controlled by Pleasant. Clock running with 37 seconds left in the half, tied at 32-32. Sally Smith over a screen, jump shot is good. She is deadly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 this quarter, and a total of 26 points for Sally Smith. 34-32. Waverly on top, 17 seconds. Porter trying to get off another shot for a tie. Simmerly is up, she's no good. Simmerly rebounds and is good with 8 seconds, 34-34. Here's Waverly, 3 seconds. Jackson shoots long, no good, and there's the end of the first half. The score at halftime, Waverly 34, Maryville Porter 34, the girls' state championship. Sally Smith going out front to Jackson, over to Pleasant. Back again to Martha Jackson. And Waverly resets their offense to Sally Smith. Just beginning the second half of the 1967 Girls State Championship. And here's a whistle and a charging foul on Sally Smith. That is her third foul of the game and the first team foul. The foul on Sally Smith was an offensive foul, and Porter gets the ball in the backcourt. Up they come one right away with Arwood over to Simmerly and right back. Porter on the attack into Pat Gregory. She goes to Arwood, driving left side of the lane. Good. And Margie Arwood now has 16 points. 20 for Simmerly and 16 for Arnold. Or for Arwood, I should say. And it's 38-34, a 4-point lead for Porter. And this game has been so close that that's the biggest lead we've had, I believe. Here's the shot by Pleasant, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Waverly. And it's going to be timeout, Porter, as they get the ball under their own basket. Timeout for Porter. Here's Porter with the ball in the backcourt, coming up and passing into Sandy Simmerly as Gail Webb got it up and flipped it to Simmerly. And now let's see, Waverly is in his zone, and apparently Porter is going to bring him out. Porter leading by 4, 38-34, and they apparently are going to wait until Waverly comes out of the 1-2 zone that they're in. And let's see, now they're starting to attack a little bit. Elaine Bruce is coming out. Spicer moving over, and Phillips. So let's see what happens here. Pat Gregory has it, and an offensive foul is called on Sandy Simmerly. And we have timeout for a moment. Elaine Bruce is down, and she may be shaken up, so there's a timeout on the floor. Elaine Bruce has left the game, replaced by Hickerson on the offensive foul. She was run over by Sandy Simmerly. That's the first foul on Simmerly and the first team foul of the half against Waverly, or against Porter, pardon me. Waverly has the ball. Sally Smith wide open to Jackson, who lays it in. All the defense had collapsed on Sally Smith, and Martha Jackson now has 8 points as she shoots the easy layup. 38-36, almost an interception. Arwood with the ball. Gives off to Simmerly and back to Arwood. She'll take the shot from the foul line. It's good. 18 points for Margie Arwood. 4-point margin, 40-36. Porter in front of Waverly. Mavis Pleasant to Jackson. Jackson looking to Sally Smith, and now she has the ball. Sally Smith cannot get away and gives it out to Mavis Pleasant. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter, 40-36. Porter by 4 points. Here's Waverly moving the ball. Pleasant from the foul line, up and good. For Mavis Pleasant, 4 points tonight, and Sally Smith has not scored yet in the third quarter. Pleasant has 2, Jackson has 2 for Waverly's 4 points. 40-38, here's a hook shot by Gregory. Over her head is no good, but Simmerly clears the rebound. Sandy Simmerly got the ball back for Porter after Gregory missed the hook shot. Here's Arwood coming down, shooting over a screen, no good. Gregory has the rebound for Porter. Pat Gregory with 2 points tonight, but she's gotten several rebounds. Now she fakes and travels before the shot. Traveling on Pat Gregory, Waverly's ball. Here's Waverly. Pass in goes to Hickerson, and she gets it up to Sally Smith. 40-38. Waverly can tie it as Smith shoots, hits, or misses, I should say, but is fouled. Sally Smith is fouled by Gail Webb. Second foul on Webb, second team foul on Porter. Foul was after the shot. Sally Smith shoots one and misses it. So she still hasn't scored in this quarter, and it's still 40-38. Porter by a basket. The Pantherettes and the Tigerettes. The Porter Pantherettes and the Waverly Tigerettes for the state championship. Shot by Simmerly's no good. Ball run down by Hickerson, and she is fouled by Sandy Simmerly. Second foul on Simmerly. Third team foul on Porter, and Mavis Pleasant has been designated to shoot the one. She has 4 points. This is her first time at the foul line, and she makes it on a circle foul shot that drops in after rimming. It's 40-39, a 1-point lead for Maryville Porter as they have the basketball. Arwood, Simmerly. Simmerly back to Arwood again. Porter a little bit cautious now with a 1-point lead and 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's Sandy Simmerly looking for a move against the Waverly defense. Goes out to Pat Gregory and right back. Here's Gregory getting it for a hook shot. It's no good off the back of the rim, Simmerly rebounds and brings it out. Now Arwood from the foul line. It's no good. Simmerly rebounds and goes back up. It's good. Sandy Simmerly now with 22 points. 42-39. Porter by 3. Waverly is down with the basketball. Here is Sally Smith looking for a screen. Sally Smith goes out to the right. Now to Mavis Pleasant. And to Martha Jackson. Open at the foul line. It's good. Margie Arwood with 20 points. And it's now 48-43. 5-point margin again. Clock with 4 seconds. Smith shoots. No good off the rim, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. The score at the end of 3 quarters, Maryville Porter 48, Waverly 43. At the end of 3 now, it's 48-43, a 5-point lead for Porter with the 48 points. 26 for Simmerly, 2 for Gregory, and 20 for Arwood. Waverly gets the tip. Waverly has 26 for Sally Smith, 7 for Mavis Pleasant, and 10 for Martha Jackson. And Sally Smith did not score in the third quarter. She was 0 for 1 at the foul line and did not score. Here's Sally Smith in the lane. Jump shot. It's no good. Ball belongs to Gail Webb for Porter, and she gets it up to Arwood. 48-43. The Porter Pantherettes in front, and they're in no hurry. They'd like to run out this fourth quarter. A 5-point lead. Arwood and Simmerly outside. Hickerson, Bruce, and Phillips. The Waverly guards, nice pass, layup for Simmerly, and she has 28, and it's 50-43. A nice give and go by the Porter girls. Here's Waverly down. Sally Smith, who has not scored since the first half, still with 26 points, takes one from the foul line, and now has 28. So it's 50-45, and Sally Smith gets her first 2 points of the second half. Now Porter with the basketball. We'll keep an eye on the clock. 5:55 left in the fourth period. 50-45. Porter by 5 points. Arwood and Simmerly controlling the ball with Gregory underneath. Waverly has brought their defense out considerably farther. Here's Arwood coming right through the lane to Gregory and back out front to Simmerly. Kind of a 3-girl weave. Started to say 3-man weave. Simmerly shooting the layup, missed it. Loose ball picked up by Waverly. Phillips gets it up, knocked out of bounds, and it will be a personal foul on Gail Webb, and Sally Smith will shoot. Sally Smith made her foul shot. She's now 2 for 4 at the line, and it's 50-46. The margin is 4 points. And here's a loose ball getting away from Arwood, and Waverly gets it back. So Waverly getting right back in the game, down by 4, and holding the basketball with 5:05 to play. A turnover by Porter. It could be very costly as Waverly has the ball. Sally Smith made her 1 shot, and now Waverly will get the 1+1 on any subsequent fouls. Mavis Pleasant, good. Pleasant has 9 points, and it's a 2-point game again. 50-48. Waverly's right back in the middle of it. Sandy Simmerly and Arwood. Here's Arwood from the foul line. No good. Loose ball. And it's at mid-court. Let's see. It will be Waverly's ball since Margie Arwood came across the half-court line. Waverly gets the ball with a chance to tie. 50-48. Porter by 2. Interception, Gail Webb. The ball loose. Scrambled for, out of bounds, off Porter. As Sandy Simmerly could not handle it. Here's Phillips to pass into Smith. And again, Waverly has the ball and a chance to tie. Mavis Pleasant to Martha Jackson and back to Pleasant. Almost intercepted by Webb. Smith shoots. It's a tie game. 50-50. 31 points for Sally Smith and timeout for Porter. Here's Porter with the basketball. A tie game, 50-50. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the 1967 Girls State Championship. Just a week ago tonight, we saw a triple overtime for the Boys State Championship. Here's Sandy Simmerly open underneath and fouled from behind by Elaine Bruce. That on Elaine Bruce is personal foul number 2. First of 2 for Sandy Simmerly, good. The second throw by Sandy Simmerly also good. She now has 30 points. And Porter has a 2-point lead, 52-50, and Waverly has the basketball. Waverly with a chance to tie once again. 3:45 left in the game. Here's Sally Smith. Good. From the foul line. Sally Smith has now scored 7 points in the fourth quarter. She has 33. Tie game, 52 all. Porter at the head of the circle. Arwood. Simmerly moving to the foul line. Good. Jump shot. And Sandy Simmerly now has 32. 54-52 Porter. Waverly down. Jackson looking for Sally Smith. Gets it to her now. And the screen. Now Pleasant. Clock running at 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Sally Smith. Over the screen. No good. Rebound to Williamson for Porter. Webb gets it up to Simmerly. And Porter has the ball and a 2-point lead. Here's Arwood to Simmerly. Simmerly tries to drive. A whistle. A foul on Elaine Bruce. Sandy Simmerly at the line. One shot. It's good. And so now it's 55-52. 3-point lead for Porter. Waverly's Phillips. Off to Elaine Bruce. She gets it in the forecourt to Mavis Pleasant. Clock all important. 2:35 left in the game. 3-point lead for Porter. Waverly with the ball. Here's Sally Smith. Pleasant open underneath. No good. Smith on the rebound is fouled by Williamson. 1+1 for Sally Smith. She'll get the bonus. Second throw also good. It's 55-54. Porter leads by 1 point. And the Porter Pantherettes have the ball. 2:15 remaining. Porter by a point. Here's Sandy Simmerly driving the lane all the way. The basket is up and in, and a foul. The basket will count. With a chance for a 3-point play, Sandy Simmerly is good. That makes it 58-54, a 4-point lead. 36 points for Sandy Simmerly in the ball game. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to play. Sally Smith for Waverly. Foul line jump shot. No good. Gail Webb has the rebound and is fouled in the backcourt by Jackson. 1+1 is good for Sandy Simmerly. She'll get another 37 points for Sandy Simmerly. Here's her second throw coming up, and it is good also. 60-54. Porter in front by 6. 35 points for Sally Smith. Here's a Porter girl across the midcourt line. Williamson knocked the ball away, but she stepped over the midcourt line, so Waverly gets the ball. Minute 50 left in the game. Sally Smith giving to Mavis Pleasant. Knocked away by Gail Webb. She gets it for Porter and traveled. Porter almost getting a steal, but Gail Webb traveled with the ball after she got it, intercepting the pass intended for Smith. 60-54, a minute and 34 left. Sally Smith outside, takes a shot, good. Sally Smith now has 37. And it's 37, I believe, also for Sandy Simmerly. These girls have both done a fantastic job here tonight. Minute and 13, and Porter would like to hold the ball. 60-56. Sandy Simmerly down to Pat Gregory. Back to Simmerly in the lane. She shoots and is fouled by Elaine Bruce. Sandy Simmerly with the first of 2. No good. 60-56, she'll get another. Second throw, again no good. Sandy Simmerly missed them both, but Margie Arwood got the rebound. No harm done for Porter. Despite missing the 2, they get the ball back. 60-56, 54 seconds on the clock. Pat Gregory into Arwood. She stops and goes back to Gregory and over to Sandy Simmerly. 45 seconds left to play. Porter holding the ball. Here's Simmerly driving. Stop, and she's fouled by Hickerson. First of a 1-and-1 is good. 39 points for Sandy Simmerly. Sandy Simmerly gets them both. She has 40, and it's 62-56. Porter in front. Waverly down quickly. 35 seconds left on the clock. Sally Smith with the ball. Stops outside. Over to Martha Jackson. She tries to drive. Loose ball. Knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Waverly's ball. Waverly with the ball under their own goal and a foul on Martha Jackson of Waverly. An offensive foul as she charged Gail Webb. Here again is Sandy Simmerly at the line. She misses the 1-on-1. Waverly has the rebound with 23 seconds. 62-56. Porter in front. Sally Smith stops to Mavis Pleasant. Back to Smith. She drives all the way, misses the layup, and the ball goes to Porter. 10 seconds now as Simmerly has it in the forecourt. Back it goes now to Arwood. 3, 2, 1. The shot by Gregory, no good. She puts it back up, no good. But it's all over, and Porter wins the girls' state 62-56. The happy Porter Pantherettes of head coach and principal Galen Johnson Jr. just winning the girls' state championship. Here's the girls' all-tournament team, and we'll run it down for you as they line up for the photographers. Sandy Simmerly, senior of Porter. Sally Smith, junior, Waverly. Patty McCulley, senior, Somerville. Donna Lawson, a junior from Wallen. June Bivens, a junior from Lewisburg. And Pat Gregory, a senior from Porter. All the forwards on the all-tournament team. The guards are Gail Webb, a senior from Porter. Maddie Spicer, a junior from Waverly. Lois Glover, a senior from Somerville. Emily Rogers, a senior from Somerville. Louise Phillips, a senior from Waverly. And Mary Ann Hundley, a senior from Obion County. Here's a presentation of the fourth place trophy to Fayette County High of Somerville. James Webb presenting the big fourth place trophy to the Somerville girls who lost to Wallen 52-45 in tonight's consolation game. The executive secretary of the TSSAA, Mr. A.F. Bridges, presenting the third place trophy to Wallen High School, the winners over Somerville 52-45 in the consolation game. B.H. Thompson presenting the second place trophy to Waverly, and the Waverly girls coming forward to accept the runner-up trophy in the state tournament as they lose 62-56 tonight to Maryville Porter. Mr. Creed McClure is presenting the state championship trophy to Maryville Porter, the state champions, with a 62-56 win. The final scoring totals for Porter: Sandy Simmerly 40 points, 2 for Pat Gregory, and 20 for Margie Arwood. For Waverly, 37 points for Sally Smith, 9 for Mavis Pleasant, and 10 for Martha Jackson. This is Gary Sanders along with Ron Merville and Reed Skinner, hoping you've enjoyed the 1967 Girls State Championship. Jackson, 42-39. Here's Smith again. Screen. Pass under for Pleasant, through her hands and picked off by Gail Webb. Pass up by Williamson, and Porter has the ball. Nice pass under, but the ball got away from Mavis Pleasant. And Porter's on the attack. Simmerly open at the foul line. Good. 24 points for Sandy Simmerly. 44-39, a 5-point margin, the largest of the game. Porter by 5. Here's the ball tipped out of bounds. Waverly's ball. A backcourt substitution for Waverly. Elaine Bruce is back in, and going out of the game is Maddie Spicer. So Hickerson, Bruce, and Phillips are the guards for Waverly. Here's Pleasant underneath, open on a pass from Smith. No good. Loose ball run down by Mavis Pleasant for Waverly. 44-39. Porter is in front by 5, and here's Sally Smith double teamed. With the basketball, the Waverly Tigerettes. Pleasant gives to Jackson. Here's Mavis Pleasant in the lane. Jump shot is rounded in. And Mavis Pleasant now has 5 points in this quarter, 7 for the night, and it's 44-41. 3-point lead Porter. 1 minute left in the third period. Sandy Simmerly to Arwood, under to Simmerly on the run. She shoots and scores. 8 points in the quarter for Simmerly and 26 for the night for Sandy Simmerly. Here is Waverly on the attack, down by 5. Sally Smith, nice pass to Jackson, who's open. And Martha Jackson lays it in. 10 points for Jackson, and Smith this quarter has used herself primarily as a decoy, hitting her teammates when she's been collapsed on by the Porter defense. 46-43. Harwood gives to Gregory and back outside to Simmerly. 20 seconds left in the third period.